Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, I have to get my puzzle set up, and I'll get my analysis board as well. Alright. I wanted to go over a game I just recently played. It's an interesting game. I don't know if it was best played, but it had to do with the French. So I wanted to, since we're going over the French, I wanted to go over this with you. E4, E6. It was the French Redi Spyman's attack, which is odd. And then I played there. I attacked. You see how I'm constantly attacking? Oops. 1 second. I knew I forgot something. Just give me 1 sec, guys. I have to get to my get my Twitch thing. I forgot to pop it. I knew I forgot something, so that you guys can communicate with me. Otherwise, you guys can't. I can't get to hear your one. Can't get to see your wonderful comments. There we go. And then let's see here. There we go. Okay, now we're in. There we go. Hey. Okay, knight. Pawn c6. Castles, castles. So potentially castles, castles. Bishop d. H. And then I play there. He goes here. I push onward. And so I want to check that out. I did think about this. What does this actually do? If he takes here, yeah. So I don't think it's best. So I just retreated back. He took. I takes. Takes. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes. And then the king goes to h6. I go h7 because to guard. I check. Check. And he moves there. I thought about I just retreated back. I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to trade and connect his pawns. So he takes, I take, and I actually have a slightly better structure. He does get to play that, which I played here, and he took and takes. He takes there, rook. And then I take, he takes, he takes. I come back down. That's actually a draw. That was an error on his part. And then he played there and I took. So it equalized at this point in the endgame, because we're good in the endgame if you notice that. He moved his king. I took there. I moved his king. I moved there. Takes. 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 And now I should be winning. I think he did a mouse slip. I think he wanted to move here. And And then he played there. So it's a draw. If he plays here, I just push up. And if he plays over there, you check. And then it's like a pattern. There's no way to stop it, so it's all over but the crying. So that's what happened in mine. So now we're going to go to a Tatev versus her opponent. This is a more recent one. Not it's like 9 years old, so I guess not too recent, but she does the Tarrasch variation. And if you notice that this right here is the setup, how you want your bishops like this, because you're wanting to get them on diagonals. They're on really good diagonals right now, but this one can actually come out now. The light square one on D7 can come to B5, and this has really good scope. So compared to his bishop, compared to her opponent's bishops, I mean, they're not that good. So I takes, and then now she's won a pawn. So queen takes. What happens if you just take here? Oh wow, so yeah, that is not a good move, so we do not want to do that. So let's get rid of that. Let's turn off the engine. So now Tatev can take because this is covered, and she's up a pawn. So castle queen side, king side takes another pawn. Bishop intercept. So now Tatev is 2 pawns up, and and they're 2 passers of all things too. So wow. She is a little underdeveloped though, so she can't really get this knight out, because if it goes here, this bishop's going to take it. So knight here loses to, of course, bishop takes. So now the pin. And the queen comes in, so that's under attack. And the king will just move to g7, and now you can play knight to h6, sorry, knight h6. If bishop takes, then king takes, and everything's developed at that point. I'm surprised. I guess the reason you can't do that is because of back rank problems. Well, I guess you could. But then something similar to that. What would happen if you moved here? I want to take a look. To draw. So it's actually perpetual at that point, so we don't want that. Our position's kind of pretty locked up there, isn't it? Like if that takes, of course, that's not a very wise decision. With a potential idea there, so the rook would actually have to come. Well, the rook actually couldn't come back. You'd have to play there. Then you have a check, and when he comes up, you get checkmate. Yay! And she's pressuring there. She takes there. Rook comes up. Now the king can actually flee back here. And that's going to be kind of weird, though. Check. 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 That's actually pretty. Who'd have thunk that this move here, that there would be a blunder move. That's actually a losing move. Boom. So we did Tatev. We're gonna do Simon now. So let's do Simon Williams. Okay, this is the classic variation, and that's what we're studying. So this is a standard. He did the Burns variation. He really didn't do the classic. The classic, of course, would be here, 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 and there, and there. That's the classic. This is the Burn variation of the French. I played it before. It's a little difficult kind of to play because you have this here, but it allows for more of a break in the center. So you're still fine when it comes to you know, that setup. So c3, knight comes in, and so this is going to get undermined if takes. Now we have the bishops on really strong diagonals. Now this could be pushed with the protection of the rook. And he wants to trade off because he's got a majority on the king side, and his opponent has a majority on the queen side. So it's going to be an interesting game. That was a blunder. And it's like, whoa. And so we have to remember that this is really strong. If he can get an attacker there, he's got it. I don't know. I think I would have played there. But I think I see what his idea was to do that, so. I don't know, I think I would have played there and allowed for the doubling of these pawns to have come to pass, but not sure if I like that or not. I think it's a little too intense. I don't know if that's getting the king of all. So we're going towards an endgame. Just gonna try to undermine this. Because if it takes here, of course, you see what happens. And if he comes there, you come over here, and there's no way to stop the loss of that pawn. Taste. Thinking if you could just take it, I want to see if I taking it's actually, then you push. There's no way of stopping this. Is going to end up becoming a queen. And then you win there, so at this point his opponent resigned. It's like, whoa. So that was a beautiful game. Now we're going to go into some of our lines of thought for the classic variation of the French. Okay, let's go to our analysis board. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, we gotta turn the board. Sorry about that, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Smack. Queen takes. Okay, instead of F4, which is actually the standard line, there's Bishop D. Oops, I gotta get that off there. Bishop D3. R. That's one line that I think we went over this line, but there's one even more than that. There's M, so I have to find M. Okay, Queen D2 is a line. Then you castle kingside. F4, C5, first break, and then knight F3 transposes into columns 7. Yeah, this is a we did one for the main line. This is kind of weird. It actually is the main line, but it's done a little bit different. Like the main line is this. I'll show you. Okay, here. This is how the main line goes. Takes queen takes f4, castles, because you're going to see very similar setup. c5 and then queen d2. And you see how? Look at. I'll show you. This. Look at this. Doesn't that look interesting? Doesn't that look the same? Just different setup. This started with queen to d2. This started with queen f4. Ended up the same exact. See here? See, the reason I did that is same. That's what they were saying in column 7, or the beginning of the line that we went over. That's what this would transpose into. So that's that line. So let's see. Let's go to M. There's B. So this is one line that they talked about as well. Oops. Come on, get out of there. It talks about queen to g4 is a line. Then you castle. Knight f3. c5. You still see how you do the c5 no matter what. Bishop d3, and it's attacking there. C takes d, and also f5 at this point's an idea. This is also an idea. If then takes there, and then you can actually take with the knight, and you're attacking. So there's two ways of doing it. There's takes here, or there's f5. Those two are the ways. But this is the main line that they're talking about. So when queen takes, king takes, queen h5, check, g8, knight g5, queen takes g5, and then queen takes g5, pawn takes, and I think white is, I think it's almost equal here. Yeah. Because he has 3 pieces, yes. Black has 5 pieces, which are more than enough to win. But you're thinking, but wait, isn't it a queen? Yeah. But really, there's not much that could be done with the queen. So, and potentially you have here. Yeah, so you have to be careful. You have to play, instead of f takes, you play here to get that involved. And then now you can play up, and then you castle king side, and then you have knight here, or potentially it takes up, and if he takes here, you take there. The more trade downs, it's really odd. It actually helps black the more pieces get traded off, because he's got more pieces to mobilize than his opponent. So, and white's pawn structure is horrible. So we did that line, so I can cross that line off out of my book. Okay, that's off. Okay. Let's go. We have a couple more lines to go on this one. We'll start with it down here, and there's one line I want to go over with you guys. So it's castles, knight c, let's see, knight c, oh, c to e2, sorry, that's my bad there, c5, c3, that's equal, f6, f4, g takes f, f takes g, oh sorry, let's see, Oh, I apologize. My bad there. That was my bad. Actually, you take here. F takes G. F takes G. C takes D. And then knight takes D. Knight takes D4. And knight takes E5. And then bishop takes H. King takes H. Queen H5. And there's 0, so instead of okay, this is the continuation, my bad, sorry about that. Yeah, he takes here. Knight, there's knight here, knight c6. Knight takes knight. And then b takes c, and it should be at 0. Yep, it's equal. That's the continuation of this line. So we did this line, so we're good with that. Done that. Okay, we still have to do a couple more lines. Okay, I think we already did this one here. We did this one. I think, yeah, we did that one. We did that one. Okay. I think we already did this one too, so we did that one. So let's go back. There's another line I want to go over with you guys. Okay, after queen takes f4, castles, knight f3, c5, d3, d2, d2, c6, castle, queen side for white. Ooh, we didn't do D, so we have to look at this one. Instead of knight to B, B6, there's another line here. There's F6. F6 is a line. And then it goes E takes F, Queen takes F, G3, C takes here, knight takes D, C5, knight C5, which allows for infiltration into. It just mobilizes. It really can't infiltrate at this moment, but it can mobilize the other knight. 1 second, I need to grab a drink of water. So we have to remember that each move has a sequence of ideas potentially that it's attacking. This also is developing. So he's trying to get his pieces mobile. Black is on the queen side because that's where white's castled. So that's the whole idea. Okay, c5, bishop, g2, d7, and rook he1. And this is a game, so we don't want to go down that game. Instead of here, then there's a6. A6 is an idea. D takes C. Knight takes C. Let's see. Queen E3. B5. D3. Bishop D3. Knight takes D3. It says C takes D3 with an exclam, which it says an exclam, but they can, and I guess it's equal at that point. F6, Rook H to F1. Oops, get out of there. Not G1. H1. There we go. H F1. Bishop D7. Knight E3. Knight E2. And that puts up for all the pieces. If you notice, black's shifting his pieces to the king side or queen side, and white is slowly shifting their pieces to the king side. The two can crunch, and especially since it's a closed game, it's all about mobilizing your pieces. And white has two knights in a closed game, so slightly white should be slightly better here. Slightly, but I doubt that. It says it's equal, and I kind of agree with that, in my opinion. So takes e5, knight takes e5, and then there's also one other line after here. Instead of that, there's let me see. Oh, c4, which is the closed main line. Knight b5, which actually helps white out. So you really don't want to do that. You don't want to do this. This really is a bad idea for white. I mean for black. Sorry, I was thinking of white. It's equal here, so there's no wins, there's no losses. It's mainly equal. So we did that one. That one's done. Let me see. Okay, so instead of that, so takes. Let's see. We're on move 10, so we gotta go to move 10. One sec, what am I missing here? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Here we go. I gotcha. I feel ya. Okay. Knight B. Instead of queen to e3, which would be the move here, white takes, and queen takes, bishop d3, knight bishop d7, and instead of king to b1, instead of king b1 here, we're going to look at bishop takes, check immediately. White can sacrifice immediately, he says. Nick Defer says, with bishop takes and with king takes, knight check, king g, then you have bishop to d3, rook f e8, queen check, king goes to f8, sorry, rook h to e1, that's for control, queen b4 for an attack, queen h8, king e7, and queen h with a pin, king d8, and this actually with a complicated problem, the balanced position. This is actually from a game. I hope they have the game. Yes, they do. Hurrah! This is actually a one game for black. So let's see how it continues. Hold on. So there. So takes. Oops, I gotta turn this off. A6, F5, King B4, B8, sorry. E, the rook's infiltrating. Black's up a whole piece, but white has 2 pawns for the piece, so very interesting. So check, he takes there. And so now white has equal, it has 3 pawns for the piece. So he's got equality, but F6, E4, and I believe that D2 was played. C6, check, and then he jammed the knight right in here, and this is soon going to be check, and he's going to lose another piece. Excuse me. That was an interesting game for sure. Okay, so now we've done that line. Okay. Rook ace, rook, okay. So B6 is the line we're looking at. Takes, queen takes, bishop D, bishop here, king to B1, rook A to C1, which you're trying to take the open file here. That's your idea, to control this. Bishop takes, pawn check on H, king takes, and then let's see. This actually goes to one of a game. G5, king, knight G5, king G8. Oops, not H8, G8. Queen D2, Queen D3. Kind of interesting that it looks very similar to a game we priorly had, I think. King H5. And this has an exclam mark to it. So knight takes F7. One second. Not here, not F. What am I missing here? What's this? Oh, H5, my bad. That's why. A5 and exclam. Good move there. Knight D6. This is here. The players agreed to a draw. Chances are balanced, but a wild, difficult game should ensure with the knight on A5. Yeah, and so same move. There was, let me see here. Yeah, I think we're good on that, so that one's good. We have that one cut off, so we got one more One more line to go down. This is the Alekhine clad variation. Or Chad variation, not clad, Chad. Chattered attack. And so we gotta go down the whole main line. Takes, D3, queen D3, G6, knight here, queen goes back to E7, castle queenside, knight C6, queen E3, knight B6, G4, bishop E, so that your castle queenside could happen. H6. Oops, what's that? Castle queenside. G5, and now we're going to go to S, which should be the S. This is the continuation of the end of that line. What happens here is F4. Oh, A5 first. Queen F4, I believe this is the line there. Queen F4, A to C4. Bishop takes, and D takes, and that's takes the knight H2 with infiltration points. It's basically slightly better. And so we've ended our classic line variation of the French defense. So tomorrow we'll pick up with, not right now, we'll pick up with the Mukh-Tenov and Burn variation. So we'll have to pick up with that tomorrow. So we're going to try to get the French lines learned. So great job, guys, on doing that. So let us have some fun now with some tactics. We've done a lot of analytical learning, and we need now to have some fun. You know, gotta have a little bit of fun here. Sorry about that drinking there. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? Wow, a tactic in 6 moves. Snap. Let's see here. I think it has to do something with a Greek gift here. I think that's the line here. Here, king up, knight, and if here, so here, there, if here, and now we've got a problem. Well, not really. We could just play queen up here or queen there. That's really the only thing I see is what do you guys think? I think. So if you guys can't, some of you can't hear me, I wanted you to know that that's kind of the idea here. What do you guys think? C5? Oh. Hmm. I was thinking something like that, yeah. A great gift has a lot to, you gotta take in account for. I didn't think it would work, but you never know. Let's see if we check here. King comes up there, then we check. I think the first move has to be that. I agree. What do you think? Is it rook? Is it rook h5, guys? Check. Because he has this at this moment. And then he's got there. And I think potentially that might be the idea. But nope. Nope. Then we have here. So it's first got to be that. And then, which one? I think it might be that. There is no bishop because of this here. I don't know if rook takes h7's right. I'm thinking that potentially maybe e7 might be. Because then what he'll do is he'll move back here, and then we can take there. Or actually take here. So what do you guys think? Yeah, I'm thinking that too. What do we take with now, though? I agree, yeah. I'm wondering which one we take with. Do we take that, or do we take that? Which rook? E2 Saf. I'm wondering which one's better. Do you guys like rook takes h? Because that allows for, if that's pushed, I like H takes. The reason I'm a little kind of hesitant on that, and well, I guess true. I'm thinking that that's the most accurate because of you're kidding me. That's my fault. I'll leave you guys with that one. That was my fault there. Man, I just like when my headset gets these knots in them, and so I have to fix them. Irritating. Okay, so let's see here. Hmm. Mm-mm. One second. Excuse me. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I'm thinking it's potentially that. What do you think? This is trapped, that's trapped, that's trapped. All this is trapped. That's trapped. So there's no way. What do you think? I really don't see anything else that possibly could be played. That's the only trappiest line. It has to be fast because this knight can move. Holy sheep dip. Oh. Snapola. Let's see here. It's rook takes h3. Rook takes h3. I think that's the line. I'm not sure. Trying to see if there's any other. Otherwise, what we have is a potential problem here. So we have to make it quick and fast. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm thinking that has to be the line. Let's see here. What we gonna play? What are we gonna play here? We're not down material, but Rook takes h3. There, we don't have. You mean knight takes h? Oh, you're talking about the prior one. That makes sense. Is there any tricks though to that? I don't really see any tricks to that. Sorry about that, guys. That's the only problem I'm concerned about is where to go from here. Where to go from here. We could play. I still think it works. Yeah, I like that. Oh. That's funny. Can't believe I missed that. That's like a cincher. Uh, how did I miss that? Oh man. Uh, not good. Hmm. There is no knight. I don't have knight to e. I don't have knight e3. I only have knight d3. Sorry about that. Sorry about that too. Working on this. Come on. Let's see here. And then if he, let's see. Okay, if we play here. I don't think it works either. Let's see here. I don't think there's any way. I think we lose a knight for nothing, though. No, it's not a problem. Hey, you know what? We're all in this together. See, I'll show you. This is the line that happens. If we play here, he'll play here. If we check there, he'll take. He'll take here. We'll come over here, and then he'll come to e3, which then he had. Oops. Sorry, we'll do that again. Here, here, here. Here, here, there, which attacks our rook, which is here. He attacks our rook, which is here. Oh boy, this is a tough one, isn't it? Yeah, the knight is trapped at that point. Snap. This is a tough one. Something rings wrong with that because of here. Let me see here. It's the only way to defend. Then what happens is, if you take g2, he then with the rook, the bishop comes to e3, and he's got two attackers versus one defender, and we don't have enough. He'll win our knight. So I'm trying to figure out a way we can save everything. Thinking it may have to do with this here. Oops. Okay, knight to d3, rook goes to d1, rook to d8, and what happens is if he takes here, we can actually throw a no, the check doesn't work. I was trying to see if I couldn't throw a check in there somehow. No. I'm trying to see, let's see, what are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing here? So, see, that's one thing. I don't know if that's right, though, because if he plays here, rook takes, and then bishop. If we try to go here, then his rook just takes our rook and we lose material. Huh. Let's see. Let's take a look at that. Hey, it's always worth an opportunity. Nice job, guys. I'll be right back. I'll have you guys can just look at this. I'll be right back. Kind of getting a little further away from the screen. A little too close there. Okay, 95, 90. Okay. I like 94. That's what I was thinking as well. Super. That's a double attack, yeah. Because it threatens mate. This actually threatens here. This threatens. Oh snap. Why doesn't that work? So knight this you have to actually check first. Snap. I didn't think about the tactic here. Oops. I didn't think about this tactic. We're up in exchange at that point. Snap. Okay, we just need to honker down and see if we can't pull this up a little bit. Come on, guys, we got this. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? So this, what's the drawback to this move here? Let's see. The queen is close to being trapped. So maybe it's something to do with the queen trap. That's what I'm thinking. It potentially might be. Yeah, I think it wins the queen. Yeah, I think it's something to do with that. I think we win the queen. It's the D rook goes to E1 because there's no this is taken, that's taken, that's taken, that's taken, and then this will be taken, that's taken, and so the queen, that's taken, and that's taken. Yeah. Yep. Snapola, what in the world? What's this move here? Let's see, if we played knight takes, knight, bishop takes, then we have rook takes. So knight takes knight, bishop takes, rook takes. think that's best if I'm not mistaken. Here. Yeah. Because if they're there. Okay. That is true. Let's see here. The drawback, we potentially have bishop takes e4, if pawn takes check, we just move king h1. If rook takes, then we take there, and so I think we're up an exchange at this point. And then if he takes here, we gotta get rid of that knight. It's a thorn in our side. So we gotta eliminate that knight. I'm thinking the only move is bishop takes. Whoa, bishop takes. My bad there. Bishop takes. If takes, then queen takes. And if rook takes, we're threatening mate right here. Yeah, this guy. Oh my. 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 Why doesn't this work here? Oops. Oh, I see. You got it. Okay. Irritating. I dismissed the rook takes bishop because I thought it was too easy. Next time I'm going to even look at those easy ones. that taught me a huge lesson. Let's see here. We know if queen takes, he'll just take the knight. So if we take with the queen here, he'll take here. If we take here, he'll come up and pin. You can do an in-between move of a check. He's gonna heal if he blocks there. So that's what might happen here. He blocks there. Then we I take c2, queen b2. Missed that one. Snap. So checks first, then you win it. Okay. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, we gotta not let that happen. That's not good. We need to analyze everything out about 5 moves. Let's see here. We'll do here, 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 there. Let's see here. Okay, so he played rook takes pawn, so it's basically rook's now offside. No, I'm kind of a little bit. I'm either thinking rook e5, queen b8, or rook e5. Those are two candidate. Those are the most forcing lines. Maybe potentially rook queen b8. Then we have rook d8, and that does threaten mate. So check here. If he comes up here, I'm going to bring my other rook here, so we'll have a rook here and a queen here, and then if he comes up here, we'll just back rank mate him. Yeah, this is the move here. Oh snap! What did I miss? Oh, snap. Oh, perpetual. Oh, I hate perpetual. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Perpetual? It's ridiculous. I got so close. I really thought that one was gonna work. Okay, we'll do one more and we're gonna work real hard. We'll see if we can't get this one. We're gonna make sure we get this one. Focus down. Focus down. Let's see here. Okay, so knight from c4 to d6. What are we missing here? Queen's under fire. So what to do? What to do? We're either gonna have to take our. Let me see here. Let me see. There is queen to a5, queen e5. That threatens here, and there, and that. So what's his idea, though? Probably potentially back there. Because if we play here, it's got there. Then we have that. You can't play there, so. So here, there, we take there with check. So here, he plays there, we play there, and we're attacking the queen. We play here, he plays there, we take there. And then we can always bring that in with mate. So here, here, there, and then that could come in and we can have a checkmate idea. kind of liking this now. And there's no way to, he can't do any checks. Because if he tried doing a check here to do a discovery on this, we just slide down and grab that. So we can't really do anything like that. Now, I really don't see anything wrong with queen to e5. That's the only thing I could see for that drawback, because the knight right here was once guarding that spot, and now that it's relinquished, I figured we could just move our queen there. Let's see if we take. Oh, if I'll show you what happens after that. After we get this, let's see here, and then I got a log after this one, but I'll go over all the lines that I was looking at for you guys because it's very informative. Let me see here, here. Let's see, I think we could just take with the king if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, that check doesn't hurt us, that check, there's no check there. That check doesn't hurt us. There really is no checks. Because we can always just come over and grab that and grab that. Yeah, I don't really see anything that would hurt us, so. Okay, I'll show you. You're wondering what happens if G3, right? That's one line. I also saw that if he played back here, we would come here, and then if he let me see, what would he play? If he played, we'll say right here, we would play there, and then we have a potential like attack on this knight, and so here, and then there's a couple other lines that you could play, something like that. So if he plays here, of course we just grab that, so that's a null line. So here we actually just take. That's that line. Let's see. If he plays here, we move up there. And if he comes here, we can always just bring our queen back. I actually like the rook move. Actually, I like this. I do like that move. That is very forcing. And then now just bring your pieces in if you place there. I don't know if we want to exchange at this moment. He might try something like that. Okay, then we play there. And then now we're moving in on for the KO on the guy, on the player. Yeah, but do you guys have any other lines you want to look at? Do you guys have any other lines you want to look at besides what we went over? Any other lines? I like that one. I liked that puzzle, so I gave it a 1. Okay. Well, if all you guys are good, then I'm gonna log off. I appreciate. Oh, hold on. There we go. Oops. Hold on. Ah, it's not working with me. Work with me. Yikes. Oops. There we go. I appreciate all you guys coming on and helping. We'll get back. Don't worry. It's all about, it's all about getting better and learning and getting the process of chess, keeping the love of it. Remember that. And you're not always going to win all the time. It's what happens when you don't win that matters the most. Do you give up or do you keep pushing forward? And for us guys, we keep pushing forward. And remember, Hannibal Smith said there's always a plan in the position, but the greatest plan is when you think like 3 moves ahead of your opponent. That's the best plan. So keep that in mind. Only look back to learn. Don't dwell there. And you know what? Enjoy chess. That's the whole thing. Enjoy it. It's a journey that you personally have to make. And remember, you use the gift that the Lord has given you, which is your mind. Okay, guys, with that, I will leave you with, and also, we have to say, we have to put our thoughts for Dang Lauren. He got hurt today, or yesterday. I don't know what time it is over there, but he did get hurt, and so we gotta pray and for him so that he gets better. Okay, so with that, as Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus. As I say, God bless, and I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, and keep studying chess. And I'll be back on, Lord willing, tomorrow. So be blessed, guys. Bye-bye.